Why is your education level important to Social Security when you file for disability? I'm Jonathan Ginsberg, and I'm a Social Security disability attorney serving clients throughout the country. And your education level is actually a very important factor to a disability judge when you apply for benefits, and even at the earlier stages as well. And there's a couple of reasons for this. One is that your education level signals to Social Security, to the judge, about your ability to transition into different types of jobs. Remember that Social Security disability is about your capacity to be a reliable employee at even a simple entry-level type of job. So it sort of stands to reason that a person who's got a college education or a postgraduate degree would have a wider variety, a larger number of jobs that person might be qualified for, both at a highly skilled level, to a semi-skilled level, to an unskilled level. By contrast, a person with an 8th grade education, hardworking person, obviously there are jobs out there for such a person, but that person would not be able to do a job most likely that involves a great deal of computer work or administrative tasks, or something where that person would be teaching other people, right? Or a professional degree, because you need certain types of education for that. So the number of jobs that exist for a person with a less than high school or high school education are just fewer than there are jobs for a person with a higher degree of education. So that's one of the reasons why it's relevant, is because judges are looking at it saying this person has more capacity to transition, more transferable skills, easier to go to a new type of job. In fact, this bias towards people who are less educated is written into the law in something called the Medical Vocational Guidelines, or GRID rules. I've actually got a website called gridrules.net that talks about it talks about how the GRID rules work, that if you have a high school or less education and you're limited to, let's say, sit-down type of work, and you've got a physical injury, you can be found disabled even if there's work you can do, because Social Security recognizes that a person with a 8th grade education or a high school education, or even a little bit of college but no degree, is going to have a harder time finding a job in a tough economy, or any economy for that matter, without that higher level of education or skills that may transfer into something a little bit easier. So Social Security, there's definitely a bias in the Social Security system for people with less education. Now, does that mean that you cannot win if you have a college degree, if you're an engineer, an accountant, a doctor, a lawyer? No, you can still win, but the level of evidence, the amount of evidence you need, the strength of that evidence needs to be stronger, because again, you've got to get past the assumption the judge will have that you would be able to transition into something a little bit easier. And obviously, there are many cases where the medical problem is such that, let's say you have a condition where you take medications that put you to sleep for two hours a day, or you have a situation that causes severe pain, whether it's chest pain or knee pain or back pain, and you can't focus and concentrate. Well, in that situation, whatever level of education you've got doesn't really make much of a difference, because you can't really use that education if you're in terrible pain or if you're sleeping. So education doesn't always impact things, but everything else being equal, the less education you have, I would say it's a little bit easier to win disability benefits. Now, how does your education affect you? That's just going to depend on your particular case and whether the GRID rules apply or what your particular situation is. And if you'd like to discuss that, please visit me online at ssdanswers.com. There's a free form there to get a case evaluation. I've also got a download called the Social Security Disability Survival Kit. Comes by email, where I explain to you sort of the whole process and what I've learned over the past 25 plus years about winning Social Security disability cases. I also invite you to like my Facebook page and to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and also clicking the bell so you'll be notified when new videos come out. So for now, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, Social Security disability attorney, wishing you the best. Thanks a lot. Hi, this is Jonathan Ginsberg, and I hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to know more about how to win your Social Security disability case, I'd like to invite you to download my Secrets to Getting Approved Early Survival Kit that I created just for people like you. Currently, I'm making the Survival Kit available at no cost, and I encourage you to grab your copy now. Some of the topics I cover include: how do I know if I have a case? Is it the right time for me to file my claim? 9 common mistakes that can doom your case. the 3 must-have arguments you use to win your case, and a topic that every disability claimant wants to know, how to avoid trick questions from the judge. If you or a loved one need to win Social Security disability benefits, you'll find the Survival Kit essential reading. Download your Survival Kit right now and at no cost. Just visit ssdanswers.com/survival and sign up. It's that easy. Please act now. And as always, I wish you the best.